Hare Krishna, Namaste. Chapter 4, which is entitled as Nyana Yoga, Sloka 33. Śreyān dravya-mayād yajñāj, jñāna-yajñaḥ paran-tapa, sarvaṁ karmākhilaṁ pārtha, jñāne parisamāpyate. Starting this sloka to rest of the chapter, the topic to discuss are the method of jnana, to receive jnana, the results of receiving jnana, glories of this jnana, who can attain and who cannot attain the jnana. The jnana that is within the yoga, karma yoga, will be discussed. Krishna wanted Arjuna to fight as it is his dharma, that is his karma yoga. Now there are two parts to the fighting that Krishna is mentioning here. He is just not asking Arjuna to simply fight, show his power, but then there are other aspects to this fight. While he's fighting, he has to apply the second part. That second part is the jnana part. So the two parts are, number one, the place, the bhumi, the chariot, the bow, the arrow, the armor, and all those different material things, the things that's needed to perform the karma. That's number one. Number two is understanding that neither Bhishma nor myself, Arjuna, yourself, are going to die by the arrows, because neither of them can be killed, as they are all spirit soul, not the body. It is just the body that will fall down, not the soul. If I do this as my karma yoga, as this is my varnashrama dharma, this will be eventually giving me the vision of myself, Atma, Sakshatkara. If I do this as an offering, as an worship to the Supreme Lord, then this itself will help me to destroy my karmas, sanchita karmas. This consciousness is what Krishna is recommending Arjuna while he fights. And if he releases the arrow in this way, the arrows are the action part. And if he has this jnana while he's releasing, and that's the jnana part, jnana component, jnana bhaha, then that becomes the karma yoga. Otherwise, it is simply karma with no yoga to it. And here, the jnana yoga is not the topic, it is a jnana part that is within karma yoga, is what has been discussed. That we will see as we go further into the sloka. So, śreyān dravya-mayād jñāna-yajñaḥ paran-tapa, sarvaṁ karmākhilaṁ pārtha, jñāne parisamāpyate. śreyān, greater or superior, dravya-mayād, of the material elements, material possessions, yajñāj, the sacrifice, the karma yoga, jñāna-yajñaḥ, sacrifices in knowledge, which means the component of the knowledge in it. Paran-tapa, the chastiser of the enemy. Sarvaṁ, all karma activities. That is, sarvaṁ karma means all kinds of activities that's mentioned, all kinds of karma yoga. Akhilaṁ, in the totality, together with their instruments, whatever is needed to do an action. Pārtha, O son of Kunti, Pṛthā. Jñāne, in knowledge of the self. Parisamāpyate, end or culminates. So what it says here is, O chastiser of the enemy, the sacrifice performed in knowledge is better than the mere sacrifice of material possessions. After all, O son of Pṛthā, all sacrifices of work culminate in transcendental knowledge. So here dravya-mayād, jñāna-yajñaḥ mentioned in this Sloka are different than what we already saw in the 14 items before. Arjuna is here mentioned, called out twice, paran-tapa and pārtha in one Sloka, just to make sure Arjuna is paying some attention. So he just calls out Arjuna. There are two components in any action one performs. One is knowledge and the other one is action. That is jñāna and karma. Of these, the jñāna, the knowledge components, is considered primary. The action and also the other accessories involved in performing the action eventually culminate only in knowledge. That is, they're performed only for the sake of knowledge. That should be the proper understanding. The knowledge of the Atma, the self, which is contained in the karma, right now is shrunken. The reason is because of the sin, purva karma. As one keep performing the karma yoga in the way that has been recommended by the Shastra, by Krishna, the sin gets destroyed more and more. And parallelly, the knowledge gets expanded more and more. And this knowledge becomes blossom to the state of direct vision of the self, Atma Sakshatkara. Though action is being performed, the knowledge keeps expanding, and that knowledge becomes an important primary dominating component than the action itself. We have discussed this in the 3rd chapter, 20th Sloka, part 2. If someone wants to refresh this particular topic of how the jnana becomes the majority, main part, main focus than the karma itself. If you remember the dot and the circle analogy or example we saw, that's what it is. śreyān dravya-mayād yajñāj, jñāna-yajñaḥ paran-tapa, sarvaṁ karmākhilaṁ pārtha, jñāne parisamāpyate. Namaste. Hare Krishna.